Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with some more ESO. In the last episode we finished the last story quest for the zone. However, I said at the end we see Casca and Zaji with a main story quest icon above their head. So we're gonna grab this and we're going to do this quest.
5 o'clock! Thank the moons! Zaji was worried you left with the tide. Lady Arabelle sent this one with urgent news.
What urgent news?
Well, Lady Arabelle doesn't exactly trust Zaji with all the details, but she did impress upon Zaji that she had urgent matters to discuss with you. So, she sent Zaji to find you.
What did Lady Arabelle say exactly?
Oh, she said, Zaji, I have urgent matters to discuss with our friend. Go find them, dear, and tell them to come talk to me at Mandrake Manor. That's exactly how she said it. Ask Casca, she heard it too.
Okay, I'll meet Lady Arabelle at Mandrake Manor.
Come to think of it, this must be about the peace talks. Queen Irene and the other leaders are quite annoyed that the talks haven't started yet. Hurry, friend. Go to Mandrake Manor and tell Lady Arabelle that Zaji sent you, just like she asked.
I honestly completely forgot that that's how this started with High Owls about the peace talks. The peace talks haven't begun yet?
No, and Queen Irene grows more annoyed with every rise and fall of the sun. Inactivity pains her. Lord Bacaro keeps delaying, and Lady Arabelle isn't sure what to do. But these are details that Zaji isn't aware of. You should talk to her.
Politics. If there's one thing I hate more than those Ascendant Order bastards, it's politics. Hopefully, between you and Lady Arabelle, we can finish this business. Then Zaji and I can finally turn our full attention to restoring the pounds.
Right, let's go there then.
Ah, good to see you, my dear. Zaji found you, I take it. Come, we have much to discuss. I'm glad Zaji found you. Sometimes he actually manages to surprise me. You've already done so much. I hesitate to ask, but Lord Bacaro is reluctant to move forward with the peace talks while the Ascendant Order remains a threat.
You think the Ascendant Order still pose a threat to the peace talks?
The Ascendant Lord and his minions are still out there somewhere. Lord Bacaro is hesitant to proceed when an attack could occur at any moment. But I can't keep the Alliance leaders here much longer. Their patience with the situation grows thin.
Would the Alliance leaders really abandon the peace talks?
They are a proud and fickle lot, but they have one thing in common, dear. They respect you. Go to the city palace and talk to them. Ask them to remain patient. Then speak to Lord Bacaro. See if you can convince him to let me get things started.
Okie, I'll talk to the Alliance leaders and Lord Bacaro.
Find the Alliance leaders at Gonfalon Palace and convince them to wait just a little longer. After that, look for Lord Bacaro at the city's western docks. He's been there for days, overseeing the Society of the Steadfast Relief Efforts for Galen.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. But of course, we don't have to pillage stuff on our way out. It's just how it goes. Right, so let's talk to the 3 Alliance leaders and then we'll go to the docks. Oh, we still have this quest here for
This
Richard the
is
Brash.
not good. Rigert needs help. Again.
I haven't done that yet. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know if we will or not. But I'm pretty sure he was in the store as a house guest at some point. Here we are with the first one, the Prince Ernzag.
They've separated us, have us under constant guard. I feel like a prisoner. And all because Lord Bacaro wants to maintain the sanctity of his peace talks. But I want to hear your news. Where have you been, my friend?
To Galen and Irfalon, I stopped a plot involving the Firesong Druids and Sea Elves.
Druids and Sea Elves? Huh. Impressive as always. And have you learned anything more about the Ascendant Order and its mysterious lord?
Not yet, but Lady Arabelle is running down some new leads. We'll get to the peace talks. We'll get the peace talks going soon.
Yes, yes. For a Breton noble, Lady Arabelle seems quite competent. I know my father trusts her, despite her ties to Emmerich and the Covenant. We'll get to it. I can't wait to get out of this room so we can finally start talking.
Okie dokie. So that was him. And then we'll do Queen Irene because she's above first. Yeah, over here.
Do you bring news, my friend? Is Lord Baccaro ready to summon us so we can finally engage in the discussions of peace?
Not yet. The Ascendant Order is still out there, but Lady Arabelle is running down new leads.
That's something, at least. I swear, though, if something doesn't change soon, I'm going to call for Captain Zaji and return to my own domain. I've been absent long enough as it is.
You'd abandon the peace talks?
Locked away for my safety is not what I had imagined when I agreed to attend this conference. I'll abide a little longer, but my royal patience is growing quite thin. Go, my friend. End the threat so we can get to the business that brought us here.
Okay. Honestly, like, I really like the Aldemir Dominion and, like, the zones. But honestly, the Nords are just great.
I used to enjoy my visits to the archipelago. It was a welcome change from the hustle and bustle of my court. But because of the Ascendant Order, I'm practically a prisoner in here. But tell me, what have you been up to?
I went to Galen and Avalon. I stopped the plot involving Firesong Druids and Sea Elves.
More druidic traitors? I really must have a talk with their elders. And they were working with Sea Elves. That's not an alliance I would have predicted. But what about the Ascendant Order? Any sign of them or their lord?
Okay, it's the same thing. Run down new leads to get the peace talks underway.
Aha, Arabelle. She's never failed me yet. Give her whatever help she requires. I haven't spoken to Irene or Ernskar since the celebration. I think I actually miss them. The guards are overly protective of us and we've had practically no contact.
You haven't spoken to the other leaders?
No. Lord Baccaro wants the peace talks to occur under controlled conditions. He's worried that if left to our own devices, we'd start another war. And I can't say he's wrong. We're all a bit hot-headed and stubborn, if you hadn't noticed.
Right. Let's go speak to Baccaro at the docks, then. Oh, he's gone. Oh, no, he's over there. I wonder what they're talking about. No? Nothing? Okay.
Let's get these supplies on board. The people of Galen need our assistance.
I'll take care of things here
The
in your absence, Lord Baccaro. May the Society's efforts on Galen bring the people of Vestir some relief.
The defender of the three thrones and the savior of the sisters. I'm afraid you've caught me at a bad time. The Society of the Steadfast is needed in Vestir, and my ship is ready to depart. I decided to oversee the relief efforts personally.
Lady Arabelle sent me. She'd like to get the peace talks underway.
Lady Arabelle uses every weapon in her arsenal. I suppose that's why I hired her. But the timing isn't right, my friend. There's too much at stake to risk another setback. Once the most recent threats have been eliminated, then we may begin.
What recent threats?
I was about to send word to Lady Arabelle. My scouts reported new Ascendant Order activity at the Dufort shipyards. I sent a messenger there to confirm these reports, but they have yet to return. I fear Duchess Alea has fooled us all.
Duchess Alea? What do you mean?
After you discovered that her brother was the Ascendant Magus and killed him, Duchess Alea claimed no involvement. She was stoic in her grief and assured me her brother acted without her permission or foreknowledge. Since you're here...
What are you thinking, Lord Baccaro?
If you're still working with Arabelle, then you can look into the validity of this threat. Discover what became of my messenger at the Dufort shipyards. That would ease my mind while I aid Vestir and get us closer to starting the peace talks.
Okay, sure thing. Oh, what is this quest over here as well? There's still some quests in High Hours that I have not started. So where are we going? Over here in the shipyard. Okay, you're still bad. Everyone here's still bad? Yeah, they are. Okay, deal with the messenger. The Society of the Steadfast sent a messenger named Duncan to the Dufour shipyard. They have orders to confirm our takeover of the shipyards and report on our activity there to Lord Baccaro. When the messenger arrives, deal with him. Confirmation of our presence must remain secret for as long as possible. The Dufour shipyards are vital to our efforts to rebuild our forces, maintain our control through whatever means you deem necessary. Okay, Ascendant Lord. Okay, investigate shipyards below. Oh, dead guy. Oh, he's the messenger. The Dockmaster assures me that these hooded knights are just mercenaries hired by House Dufour to guard the shipyards, but I don't trust him. In fact, I don't see a single labourer here bearing the emblem of House Dufour. I fear the reports of Lord Baccaro received about rogue knights commandeering the shipyard prove true. I intend to bring this information to Lord Baccaro's attention at once. Though the Dockmaster insisted, I tore the yard before departing. A refusal could arouse suspicion, so returning to Steadfast Manor will have to wait a little longer. Okay, they killed him. Cool. Not cool, but, you know, you get what I mean. Okay, so we have to just return to the manor and tell them the bad news, I guess. I mean, everyone here at the dockyard is still bad.
Whiteclaw, terrible news! Lady Arabelle has succumbed to some unknown malady. She's upstairs in bed waiting for you.
I was gone for like 2 minutes. She's been like poisoned. What's the bettings? Upstairs, yes. Oh no, are you
Welcome
okay?
back, dear. And wipe that expression off your face. I'm not dead yet.
Lady Arabelle, you need to rest.
I want to hear all about your conversations with the Alliance leaders and Lord Baccaro, dear. But I think we need to deal with this situation I find myself in first, if that's all right with you.
What's wrong with you?
Poison, I should think. It has all the usual signs. Right after you left, I received a package. My favorite wine. And a note of congratulations for saving the Alliance leaders. I should have known better than to pour a glass, but here we are.
Any idea who sent you the wine? That just reminds me so much more of Harry Potter when Dumbledore is supposed to like receive this bottle of wine that's poisoned.
The note was suspiciously vague about that. If I hadn't been tired and thinking about 12 dozen other things, that should have set off a warning bell. Instead, no matter. Tell me, is Lord Baccaro ready to start the peace talks?
Not yet. He sent me to the Dufour shipyard. The Ascendant Order is still using them.
How can that be? Duchess Alea assured me she had retaken control of her shipyards. We'll deal with that later. Right now, I need you to figure out where that package came from. Determine who wants me out of the way. Nothing has been touched.
Okay, I'll figure out who sent the poison.
Everything is still exactly where I left it. Examine the note and bottle carefully. See if you can trace them back to their origin. And talk to Ravana. She's been working to identify the poison and figure out an antidote. My life is in your hands.
Do you often receive gifts from unidentified admirers?
More often than you might expect, actually. Comes with the territory. I am rather famous, dear. Still, I should have been more careful. I can't afford to make a mistake like that again. People who send expensive gifts usually want to take credit.
Okay, someone's a little bit big-headed, right? We'll leave that there. Let's examine this. Congratulations. Note. Once again, you have outdone yourself, my lady. I am quite certain that by your actions, the leaders of the Three Alliance were spared a grueling and painful death. Okay, that in itself sounds weird. And peace remains not only a hope, but a real possibility. Please enjoy this rare vintage with my compliments and keep up the good work. A devoted and grateful admirer.
Aside from the anonymous signature, any distinctive markings on the bottle, dear?
Lady Arabelle is fortunate that Zaji sent for me and not one of the Society of the Steadfast's Menders. They wouldn't have been able to counteract the poison.
What do you mean?
This poison smells slightly of garlic and has all the earmarks of a druidic compound, but its effects remind me of much older recipes. No healer without druidic training would have even recognized some of the ingredients that make up the poison.
So you were able to nullify the poison?
No. But I have given Lady Arabelle a tincture that will keep her stable and slow down the poison's most deadly effects. I need to return to my workshop, analyze the components, and consult my ancient herbal apothecary. I'm sure I've seen this before.
What should I do?
Just what Lady Arabelle asked. Discover where the poisoned wine came from and who sent it. I'll leave more of my tincture with Zaji and give him exact instructions. Then I need to go do research of my own. Meet me at my workshop as soon as you can.
Okay. It seems like a lot of audio is like overlapping.
Oh, I really hate being so impotent. Ravana tells me her tincture defers the worst effects of the poison, but I still feel weak. Like my blood is on fire. Enough of my problems. Tell me what you saw when you examined the note and the bottle.
The note doesn't reveal much, but the bottle bears the House Default seal. It's a singular amber.
Let me guess. The 571 vintage. I'd be hard-pressed to refuse such an exquisite wine. Ashcroft's Fine Goods and Imports. Only place on the island that might have any bottles available, other than the Duchess's private stores. Go talk to them, dear.
Okay, I'll go see what I can learn about, at the Fine Goods Import.
Ask for Fillion Ashcroft, the proprietor. He knows me well and keeps a spot in Bayside Artisans here in town. And while Ravana works on an antidote, I'll send Zaji to make sure the Alliance leaders don't accept any mysterious gifts.
Okie dokes. No mysterious gifts for any of us, apparently. Let's hope she doesn't actually die, because that would be sad.
Welcome to Ashcroft's Fine Goods and Imports. I am Fillion Ashcroft, proprietor and expert on all things luxurious and exquisite. What might I help you with today?
This bottle of wine, do you recognize it?
Let me see. Yes, a fine vintage. Very fine indeed. I may have sold a bottle or two recently, but I don't make a habit of discussing my clients' orders. What is this about, if I may be so bold?
Lady Arabelle received this bottle as a gift, but the wine inside was poisoned.
What? I had no idea! Lady Arabelle is one of my best customers. I swear on my reputation, that wine left this shop unaltered. In fact, I only made one sale that included this particular vintage recently. It was a rather large order, in fact.
Who placed the order?
Oh, this is awkward. Castle Navir's Seneschal placed the order, claimed he needed to replenish the cellars for Duchess Alea, and demanded I sell back the wine I had purchased from them. That exact vintage, to be precise. You'll want to talk to them.
Okay, dokes. Very fishy, very fishy. Okay, so where do we go next?
Lady Arabelle's assistant? How good to see you again. But I don't remember your name on my schedule today. Did we have an appointment?
I have some different questions to ask you.
Do tell. Well, go ahead. After everything you've done for the people of the archipelago, you've earned the right to be direct with me.
Lady Arabelle was poisoned. The wine was part of a large order your Central placed recently.
Lady Arabelle poisoned? Is she all right? But what was that about wine? I haven't placed any orders recently. Not while the castle is still in disrepair. And I haven't appointed a new seneschal since that trouble with Steward Hercian.
Oh, a seneschal. What about the Ascendant Order? They control the default shipyard.
Again? I thought my knights ran them off after that terrible business with my brother. Thank you for bringing me the news. I'll send a battalion to deal with them right away. I know how this must look, but I am not in league with those malcontents.
Lord Bacaro seemed to think otherwise.
Did he? Well, I want the Ascendant Lord brought to justice, the same as you. That wine that poisoned Lady Arabelle, was it a Dufort Singular Amber? Vintage 571? I received a similar gift this morning. It's in the Knight Commander's private chamber.
Ooh, okay, I should examine the gift you received.
The Knight Commander insisted that the anonymous gift be tested before I consumed so much as a drop. It's in her private chamber, waiting for one of my handmaidens to come by and taste it.
Oh.
Feel free to perform your own investigation.
Nice, she's gonna let one of the handmaidens die. Tell me more about this gift you received.
There's not much to say. It arrived without fanfare, with an anonymous note. The vintage was my father's favorite. He was still new to his role as Duke when the vineyard turned out those precious bottles.
Why would someone send you a gift of your own wine?
We depleted our own stores of that vintage a long time ago. But everyone at court knows I was fond of that wine. We opened a bottle once a year to celebrate my father and the elevation of House Dufort. I was quite sad when we uncorked the last one.
Okay. Let's go see if a maiden is dead. Hello, kitty. I like how that cat is literally just called Cat. Are you dead? No. Okay. Anniversary. I know how hard these are to come by. May you raise a glass to your house and to your father's memory. A devoted and grateful admirer. Okay, so it's the same signature.
What do you think? Did someone send me the same gift that poisoned poor Lady Arabelle?
The note and the wine are the same. Do you have any idea where the gift comes from?
As we discussed, and you no doubt noticed, the letter was unsigned. My Knight Commander insisted on having someone else taste the wine before she would allow any to pass my lips. I'm just glad you arrived before that happened.
Yes, we're not close. Yes, but we're no closer to figuring out who sent the poison wine.
Hold on. Earlier you mentioned that the shopkeep claimed that my seneschal placed an order for a large amount of wine. While we did no such thing, one of my sentries informed me that a courier had arrived with an unscheduled delivery.
Oh, right. I noticed them talking when I arrived at the castle. The sentry ordered them to wait. Did I?
Then your answer may be right outside. I told the sentry to have them wait by the jousting tents until I was ready to deal with the mix-up. Talk to the courier and find out who hired them to deliver the incriminating bottles of wine to my castle. Someone has gone to a lot of trouble to try and remove both myself and Lady Arabelle from the table, while also focusing the blame for this all on me. Speak to the courier and get some answers, or I will.
Okay, I mean, you own the place. Maybe you should do it. Yeah, right. I did not see anything unless I missed something and I just, zoomed my way here. Which can sometimes happen. Okay. Unless it's because I cut across here and I didn't see anything over here. Oh, cute horse.
Are you from the castle? Can I finally make my delivery and be done with this damn job?
Can you tell me who hired you to make this delivery? Was it Ashcroft's Fine Goods and Imports?
Ashcroft's? No. Some hooded figures hired me to take some crates to an isolated spot up north. That's where I met another hooded figure. He helped unload my wagon, gave me the crates for Castle Navir, and told me to make the delivery.
Tell me about these hooded figures. Did they give you any names?
No names. Just enough gold to make me not want to ask any questions. You did hear me say we were in an isolated location, right? But if it helps, they were definitely wearing armor under their hooded cloaks. Knight armor.
Ooh, can you tell me where this isolated location was?
Right below the cliffs of Garrick's Rest. Look, I know how all this sounds, but I needed this job. Courier work has been hard to come by since the trouble here and on Galen. All I know is I delivered one set of crates and received another for Navir.
You little horse.
Zaji has found you! Lady Arabelle wasn't improving, so Zoji went to find Druid Rivana. Do not worry, Five Claw. Casca stands guard at Mandrake Manor. Instead of giving this one more medicine, Rivana sent me to find you.
Okay, did Druid Ravana tell you what she wanted?
Druid Rivana wants you to come to her workshop right away. Do you know where it is? Just west of Gonfalon Bay and north of Druid's Gate. When you see her, remind her that Lady Arabelle still needs the antidote.
I'll go talk to her then.
That makes Zachi feel much better. It was good to get out of the manor and do something. All this waiting makes Zachi's ears itch. This one will head back to the manor and make sure Lady Arabelle is taking her tincture.
Okay, so do I not get to go to the place, the secluded location? Let's fast travel over here.
Ah, there you are. I hope you've had more success than I, my friend. I thought that I'd be able to replicate an antidote using some of the old recipes in my ancient herbal apothecary, but nothing I've concocted thus far has worked. This poison is proving very resistant to our tried and true elixirs.
Were you mistaken about the ingredients used to make the poison?
That's just it. I identified the various plants, root, stem, and leaf, but they aren't those plants. Not exactly.
I don't understand.
Neither did I, at least not at first. But after careful study, I can see that someone with extensive agricultural knowledge created new and more potent versions of the rare plants used to prepare the poison. Oh, did you discover who sent the wine?
The wine come from Ashcroft's shop, but someone at Garrick's Rest brought it and added poison.
Garrick's Rest? Strange magic saturates the wildlife around those ruins. If that's the source of the poison, I'll need samples to craft an antidote. Meet me there. I fear we could be dealing with another rogue druid, and a powerful one at that.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
We'll need to proceed carefully once we get to Garrick's Rest. If we are dealing with a powerful druid, we won't be able to avoid them for long.
What do you think? Okay, so the courier described a knight under a hooded cloak.
That sounds like the Ascendant Order. But only a skilled druid could alter plants and create this vile poison. We know they worked with the Eldertide Circle before. Maybe they still have some druid allies assisting them.
We'll leave it at that. It seems like druids are not very trustworthy, honestly. Let's go to this one, maybe.
Friend, look. It appears something heavy was dragged up and down this hill recently. A door. That's definitely where whatever made the marks came from. Be careful. I don't think we're alone down here.
Me neither. All those carrots and we got one. I like how he was just like waiting for us. Is that? Oh, can I do something with this? Or does it like heal us? I think it might heal us. That's kind of cool.
The Ascendant Order has been hiding here for a while. Lord Baccaro was right to be concerned.
What is all this? Okay, right. Explore. Let's read this note.
Take a look at that pile of paper.
There are many who believe we were defeated after the events at All Flags Island. but the flame of our vision is not so easily snuffed out. Okay, an uprising is coming to the Sistress. The events on Galen are only the beginning. Join our druid brothers and sisters in taking back what is rightfully ours. The dream of Kassaran will come to pass, and together we will reclaim the legacy of the Bredens.
The Ascendant Lord is recruiting disillusioned druids after the events on Galen. Insidious.
Okay, I'm gonna go this way, because both ways seem to lead the exact same way, so.
Look, over on that table.
Add your newly developed poison to one of the bottles. I have arranged for it to be part of a gift basket for Lady Arabelle. Her suspicions grow and will likely discover our agents in a steadfast manner if we do not take action. I am sure she won't be able to resist taking a taste of vintage. Okay. Druid Elder. Okay. Do the same as the gift sent to Duchess Alea. Delivery. Okay, as for the relic, I give it to you for safekeeping while I am away. If steadfast manner becomes compromised in my absence. Oh my gosh, okay, use it to enter the tunnels below the cellar, destroy any documents you find there. We must not reveal our true identity until the time is right. Why do I have a feeling...
The Ascendant Lord gave clear orders to this druid alchemist. We need to find that garden.
It's the guy, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry, that we spoke to right at the shipyard. Who was going to Galen with the relief packages and such. We go for here. Alchemical garden. Explore. I feel like this is where we have to go. The alchemical garden, right? Oh, unless there's a note over here. Okay, and then we go to the garden. I got you.
Those must be the crates the courier delivered. Check the labels.
Contents, stag stallion armors from a Daggerfall, delivered to Steadfast Manor. Captain, Society of Steadfast. Okay.
Those were intended for Steadfast Manor. Why deliver them here? See what's in Society of the Steadfast Armor. With that, the Ascendant Order could impersonate... is that a key over there?
Can we just, like, go to the garden instead of speaking to her? I think that's something throughout the many years I've been playing ESO. I feel like sometimes it sucks that you do, like, the slightest thing and then you have to talk
We didn't expect the Ascendant Order to wither away, but I had no idea its roots ran so deep. And it seems they have crept into our most trusted circles. Someone at Steadfast Manor diverted this armor shipment here. Let's review what we uncovered.
Okay, we found recruitment handbills directed at disillusioned druids.
We know that the Ascendant Lord allied with factions of the Eldertide and Firesong circles. But to actively promote a sacred druidic prophecy to gain followers to his cause... What about those crates we found?
The shipping label said they were destined for the Steadfast Manor and contained suits of armor.
Armor that the Ascendant Order can use to impersonate Steadfast Knights. I know Captain Marguerite by reputation. We must talk to her about the shipments. But first, I still need to gather samples of the plants used to make the poison.
Sure, the letter of the druid alchemist detailed the plan to poison Lady Arabelle and mentioned a garden.
And I assume the key we found will grant us access to this alchemical garden. Then I can craft an antidote for Lady Arabelle. She and Lord Baccara will know how to best handle this situation once she recovers from the poison.
Okay, very smart. So smart. Okay, explore the garden.
A druid alchemist's workshop. Let's look around.
Look around? I think I'm just gonna kill this guy.
Here's how we deal with pests in my garden.
Okay. Okay. Edrold. I like the little skills she uses. I feel like that should be a warden skill. It's sort of like a warden skill. With like the mushroom.
That's what I was looking for. A sister's cave bloom. But I've never seen one with quite that color before. I'll take a sample.
Okay, sure.
With these, I should be able to craft an antidote. What did you find over there?
Oh my gosh, he's back. I will let you do that.
Here's how we deal with
I gathered enough of the plant to craft an antidote for Lady Arabelle. She will soon be on her way to a full recovery. Did you find anything interesting in the druid ritual box?
I found this green crystal in the box.
That's a shard of the green. I've never seen an intact one before. Long ago, druids used them to protect sacred locations. The practice withered like leaves on a dying vine, mostly because they were so hard to come by. Hang on to that for now.
Okay, what now?
Now we do exactly what Lady Arabelle would want us to. We follow the clues. Head to Steadfast Manor. We need to talk to Captain Marguerite. I'll meet you there after I start the preparations for the antidote.
Okay, no problemo.
That will be all, Sentry. But what's this? A druid and Lady Arabelle's assistant.
Forgive the intrusion.
What brings a druid and Lady Arabelle's most trusted assistant to Steadfast Manor? I'm afraid Lord Baccaro is still on Galen leading the relief efforts there. Is there something I can help you with?
I found crates in the shipment label addressed to you in an Ascendant Order stronghold.
Interesting. I was informed that those crates were lost at sea, but I suspected there was more going on than a simple accident. Add to that the minor thefts and intruders my knights keep running off, it seems the Ascendant Order has targeted us.
I also found the shard stone. Do you recognize it?
You say you found this with the Ascendant Order? That's one of Lord Baccaro's most prized possessions. He usually keeps it down in the cellars with his collection of trinkets from his adventuring days. Those thieves were bolder than I thought.
So you're claiming that the Society of the Steadfast has nothing to do with the Ascendant Order?
Claiming? The Society provides aid to those in need. But it's evident that the Ascendant Order stole from us. You're Lady Arabelle's investigator. Would you check the cellars and help me determine how those thieves got past our security?
Sure. I'll see if I notice anything out of the ordinary.
Take this key. It will open the door to the cellars. Just follow the path to the north toward the dock. If the Ascendant Order is stealing from the Society of the Steadfast, we need to know how and why.
Okay, we'll leave that there. I would love this like area as a home, because like down here you have a little pool, so like this could be the gate to go into the house, and then you have the pool here, and you have like the house up there, or you have like this house, and then you have the stuff down. It would just be a freaking amazing home, a really nice home. Is this the place? This is not the place. I'm getting sidetracked once again. Go figure.
That empty sconce. See the druid symbols carved into it? Check if the shard fits into the socket. Just as I suspected, a hidden door. Let's see what other secrets this manor is hiding.
Fancy, fancy, fancy.
A passage leading deeper beneath the manor. Let's see what Lord Baccaro is hiding down here. A druid circle. And an ancient one by the looks of it. I want to get a closer look.
Okay, cool. Freaking! Lots of freaking survivors. Oh no, I don't want to kill that. Oh, it's gonna be so sad. Okay, it's optional to speak with her. I'm not going to. Are you bad? I can't tell. Oh no, it's just a suit of armor. That's cool. Why can't we have mannequins like that in our homes? Come on, Skyrim had it. Okay, ancient druid bloodlines and a study. I can say with reasonable certainty that what your family has always suspected is almost positively true. The bloodline is indeed an ancient bread and bloodline. Appearance of the half-elf race in Hierarch. Okay. Bacaro. Okie dokie. What follows is complicated genealogy working backward from time of writing to the ancient days of the original druids of Galen. Okay. When I claim the regalia and awaken the true power of Mount Firesong, I will bury the current order in fire and ash, and from those ash a new order will rise, not of brittle rubies and stones, but of ivy and vines and roots that entwine and grow and spread. A new green age will dawn, nourished on the blood of the old. Okay. And my magus failed to kill them at All Flags Islet. If Lady Arabelle's champion hasn't killed the fool, I would have. Okay. I'm a champion.
That armor. It looks just like the Ascendant Lord, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What's the connection here? Why does the Ascendant Order care about this place? And why does Lord Bacaro have a suit of the Ascendant Lord's armor?
I found a journal written by Lord Bacaro. In it, he admits to being the Ascendant Lord.
What? But Lord Bacaro is a man of peace. Why secretly control the very order of rogue knights that are actively trying to destroy everything he's worked for? I don't understand.
Power. He's just power hungry, and I called it. Lord Bacaro wanted the Firesong to unite the druids. He wants the circles to crown a new druid king.
So he helped foster the conflicts on Galen, then stepped in to help with the Steadfast after the dust settled. All while making alliances with the victors. But his plans failed. No new druid king has been crowned.
I also found this genealogy that it indicates that Lord Bacaro is a descendant of the last druid king.
Let me see that. Could this be accurate? Could Lord Bacaro be a direct descendant of Druid King Kasserine? Oh no. The carvings. I think I know why this place is important to Lord Bacaro. Examine the carvings. I'll explain what I see in them.
Okay, no problem. It's like what we did with Laurel and Free.
Do you see? That's a stylized rendition of the Ivy Throne, with the Druid King's regalia, the crown, staff, and gauntlet below it. Carved above the throne. That's the heraldry of House Mershad.
Really? Is that the only carving we can examine here?
So, Lord Bacaro, the Ascendant Lord, believes he's descended from the last Druid King through his mother's bloodline. He wants to become the Druid King and re-establish the Ivy Throne. That's why he went to Galen. He needs the Druid King's regalia.
What's so important about the Druid King's regalia?
In and of themselves, the regalia have no innate power. They're symbols, nothing more. However, the very fact that the sacred seeds have been regrown into the crown, staff, and gauntlet give credence to the prophecy of the Druid King.
Remind me about this prophecy.
The dream of Kasserine. The druids of the archipelago have debated its meaning since it was first uttered so long ago. With the regalia, Lord Bacaro can proclaim that the conditions of the prophecy have been met and that he's the new Druid King.
Would the druids really believe that?
The prophecy holds deep significance for druids. We've been waiting for its promise to manifest for a long, long time. We have to hurry. I must administer the antidote to Lady Arabelle and warn her of this betrayal. Meet me back at Mandrake Manor.
I completely forgot about that. Okay, should we tell her what we discovered, the captain?
Captain Marguerite's reputation is impeccable, and she seemed unaware of all this. But the same could be said about Lord Baccaro. Until we determine how far this corruption has spread into the Society of the Steadfast, we keep this to ourselves.
Okie doke. Tamriel is full of corruption. Full of corruption. Let's go heal Lady Arabelle. You watch, we'll get back there and find that she's like missing or something.
Lady Arabelle, drink this. It will neutralize the poison. We discovered the source of the poison and something more. Our friend will tell you.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. Tell me what you uncovered, dear. Ugh, couldn't you have added a touch of cinnamon or honey to this, Ravana? No matter. I assume I will be hale and hearty again before long. Now, enough with the suspense. Tell me what you've uncovered, dear.
Lord Baccaro is the Ascendant Lord. He sent the poisoned wine to you and Duchess Elaine.
The poison must have affected my hearing. Did you say Lord Baccaro is the Ascendant Lord? How can that be? He sponsored the peace talks. He started the Society of the Steadfast, which has done nothing but good for the archipelago and the mainland.
I found his journal. He admitted his crimes and claims to be a direct descendant of the Druid King.
Looking at things from this perspective puts the delays and how the Ascendant Order has managed to stay one step ahead of us in a very different light. But why go through all this trouble? What is Lord Baccaro actually planning?
From what we've found under Steadfast Manor, we think he wants to be the next Druid King.
I feel better already. Well done, dear Ravana. As for this business about the Druid King, I read the reports from Galen. Some druids truly believe that the Ivy Throne would be an improvement over the Ruby one. But all this chaos and murder...
What should we do?
We've been hesitant for too long, unsure of where the next attack would come from. Now we know. It's coming from inside our circle, from someone we considered an ally, a friend. Take this, my friend. We'll deal with Baccaro soon enough.
Okay.
I can't...
We'll leave that there then. We've got another little quest. I will try and remember that this one is here, but for this video, we will leave it here. So, Lord Baccaro is... or he thinks... Okay, so there's actually 3 to this. Complete Ivy Throne quest. And we get a outfit style for this, which is the Ascendant Lord of Greysword. So it seems to be there is another 2 quests for this one actually. So we just did this one, the Hidden Lord. The next one is called the Ivy Throne, and the one after that is called And Now Perhaps Peace. So maybe that's when the peace talks take place. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I hope you're enjoying it. I find it kind of weird that this isn't part of the main quests, but I sort of understand because it's not on like Galen. It's back in High Isles, but it's kind of the closing quest as to like the Ascendant Order, and it ties in with the Druid King and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, leave comments, don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, bye!